So this one's a little bit different. I wasn't really sure how to kind of include a lot of these mod updates that have been coming out as of late. I keep shoehorning them into other videos like 5 cool mods or mods weekly, but this week I decided to just make a standalone video for it, and with that we have 3 cool mod updates. I don't know if this is going to be a permanent series on the channel. Do you guys want this as a permanent series? I feel like mod updates are something that are really overlooked. Unless it's a really massive update, a lot of people are just using the version they originally downloaded and don't even download the new version. I feel like the potential of this series is I could show you what the update is, and then you could kind of decide, well, do you want that or do you not want that? Let me know your thoughts down below. Regardless, with all that being said, let's start it off with the update to the Submersible Power Armor Redux. So this is the oldest out of all the updates I am showing you today. I actually played a little bit of this with my Fallout 4 Ultra Modded Survival. This is actually going to be a pretty big overhaul of the big sister armor included with the Submersible Power Armor Redux. The texture fidelity and just visuals of the armor itself have been improved, but the real notable part here is with these helmets. The helmet of any armor is typically a focal point for that armor because, you know, that's your eye level. With the Submersible Power Armor Redux, originally you just had a red kind of headlamp that would appear out. I personally put the armor on my companion, and when playing at nighttime, you would see the thing. She'd be running around with it, very bright and very noticeable. I wasn't a huge fan of that, so now with this new update, you could actually turn the headlamp off. You could change it to some other colors, as well as there's a brand new cowl you could actually have as a cover over it to kind of have this really bright headlamp, but at the same time kind of be low-key about it. Maybe you're traveling through a city or Diamond City market. One other minor change is the tank actually is removable now. Previously, the armor just had this tank on it all the time, and it got a little bit annoying to kind of have that wobbling around you. So again, now it is an optional piece. You can take it off or put it back on. Personally, I really like this update. I think it added in a bunch of much needed customization to the armor. You kind of personalize it to a further level. It already was a really great armor. This is just making it even more usable in game, and I think it's just going to branch out as to how many people really enjoy and like using this. So we do have the AK-74M. This is a very anticipated update. What this brought is a few different things. First off, some new attachments and animations to the default AK-74M, the rifle you guys know and love. There's only a few different attachments mixed in here. The scope I'm showing you right now was added in this update. It's the Cobra sight. In addition, I feel like the animations now are a little bit more exaggerated. You throw the mag away very distinctively, and I feel like it just makes it stand out a little bit from some of the other assault rifle animations that have kind of become a little bit mundane and many look very similar. In addition, this adds in a few custom variants into the Commonwealth. These are going to be hidden in very specific places. One of those is going to be a totally new gun, that with the AKS-74U. This is kind of a smaller variant of the AK-74M. There's not as much as far as attachments go. You can only have kind of a silencer on, silencer off, but still is a really cool gun to use. You can definitely notice the smaller feel of it. It has slightly lower damage in addition, but at the same time, you definitely have some weight reduction, which if you're playing on survival could be a huge benefit. I really like the implementation of these legendary variants. I'm not going to show you where to get them because, you know, I'm sure you want to either stumble upon them naturally or maybe having a little bit of fun trying to figure out where they are. The post doesn't give away their location. It kind of gives you a hint as to where you could find them. All around, this is again a really good update to a already really great mod. Pretty much all of these are already really top-notch mods that you probably have downloaded. I personally think the animations are a huge improvement. I really love using these a lot more. There's also a lot of smaller aspects like inspect animations were also changed, some of the firing animations, and the addition of the AKS-74U is really great. In the future, I'd love to see further attachments and customizability with that weapon, but I still know a lot of people are going to really enjoy using it. So then last but not least, we have what is going to be one of the most anticipated updates, and that's going to be the Cryo variant to the Enclave X-02 Power Armor. This is actually one of the oldest Power Armor mods for Fallout 4, but it's also one of the highest quality. Those two words typically don't go together. This new X-02 variant is going to be really freaking cool. It basically changes the appearance of the armor slightly, adding in new accessories and details around it. You can see the kind of piping going along the neck, and then a new backpack is also included. Obviously, there's a big visual change here, and I think that's why a lot of people are going to use it. In addition, there's actually an effect of this Cryo variant. It has a small chance to kind of freeze enemies slightly or slow them down with some icicle effects. Very similar to how the Tesla variant works, how it shocks enemies. This one's just going to apply a cryo effect to them over time. Again, it's a really cool armor. I think the visuals on this are just amazingly well done. It looks really cool, and it makes me want to download one of those snow overhauls for Fallout 4 and play in a winter themed or setting. There's actually a few other changes to the X-02 with this update. It no longer modifies vanilla records, so it actually doesn't matter where you place this in your load order, as well as some of the stats of the armor itself were changed and kind of boosted to be more appropriate. Again, another huge update to a huge mod that I know a lot of you guys were really anticipated for. This is kind of the one that made me want to make this video. So yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Probably going to be one of these shorter videos, but let me know, is this something you want to see more of in the future? Do you think I should just continue to include these in some of my other series? As always, again, I thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.